The working world has undergone a profound transformation over the last few centuries, with a series of milestones leading to the changes we see in the modern workforce today. In the early 1800s, workers in America and Europe were subjected to grueling conditions, with long hours and dangerous work environments, coupled with low pay or no pay for slaves. Despite these challenges, the 19th century saw the introduction of laws to limit working hours and improve safety, which paved the way for the future of work, where it is now possible for people to work less than 20 hours a week. 19th century labor movement for fair conditions. In the 19th century, there was a big change in the way people worked. Workers, especially women and children, were put in dangerous, crowded, and low-paying jobs, and their rights were taken away. All of this was brought to the attention of society. The labor movement was determined to bring about change, so they fought for laws that limited the number of hours people could work and made workplaces safer. The historic end of slavery was also a turning point in the fight for fair and humane workplaces. The result of these hard-working people's efforts was much better working conditions and more rights for workers, which set the stage for more progress in the 20th century. Short workweek trend in the 20th century. A huge change came in the 20th century. The American workforce was clocking in fewer hours each week, with the average workweek decreasing to 57 hours by the turn of the century. By the 1920s, the workweek had shrunk even further to 49 hours. The Great Depression caused a temporary setback, but working hours rebounded during World War II. After the war, the trend towards shorter work weeks continued, with the average work week in the U.S. reaching around 40 hours. In Western Europe, the decrease in working hours was even more pronounced, and this trend was reflected across the entire Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. 21st century work evolution. The decline of unions in the 1970s and 80s didn't stop the progress of employment law. In the 21st century, telecommuting and flexible work hours became popular, giving workers more control over their schedules. However, the rise of technology caused some job losses as employers adapted to the changing workforce. At the same time, advancements in personal manufacturing through 3D printing and nanofabrication allowed people to produce their own necessities. Decentralized production made work a choice, not a necessity. The exponential growth of computer intelligence also transformed work, making jobs more creative, personal, and intellectual. Shift in work priorities, from material to free time and creativity. As the world progresses, our priorities and values are shifting, leading us to value free time and creative pursuits over work and material gain. This change has been driven by a combination of efforts to combat climate change, technological advancements, and the mounting costs of unchecked materialism. The result is a decrease in working hours, with the average workweek expected to drop below 30 hours by 2040 and eventually reach below 20 hours by the end of the century. This evolution of work is thrilling, taking us from a dangerous and exhausting pursuit to a choice that allows us to follow our passions and cultivate our creative interests. The future transformation of work, from 60-hour weeks to 20-hour balance. The future of work is a tale of progress and transformation, marked by a shift in cultural values and advancements in technology and sustainability. The average workweek, once measured in 60-plus hour increments, now sits comfortably below 20 hours in the latter half of the 21st century. This incredible change is a result of a collective effort towards creating a better work-life balance, prioritizing free time and creative pursuits over material gain. The labor movement has played a crucial role in this development, advocating for safer working conditions and fair treatment of workers. As the world continues to evolve, the future of work remains an exciting and ever-evolving landscape, promising even greater improvements for workers in the years to come. That concludes this video. To stay updated on future releases, please consider liking the video, subscribing, and enabling notifications. Farewell until we meet again. Thank you for watching.